Hello everyone, this is Raven's Guardian back with another episode of Euro Truck Simulator. So if you remember from last episode, we left off in Manchester, and today we're going to be continuing our trip here, taking some quick jobs, trying to get back to Hello everyone, this is Raven's Guardian back with another episode of Euro Truck Simulator. You remember from last episode we left off in Manchester, and we're going to pick up from there today. So we're going to start with some quick jobs and trying to earn money to buy our first truck. So just like we said for the rules, we're going to pick up where we left off. So Manchester is where we're going to pick up from. We have quite a few jobs here, although they all seem to look like they're going to the same place. So there's a bunch of jobs to Rotterdam. There's some over to Ebjerg in Denmark. And that looks like that's about it. So we have two places we can go today. So I think we'll just go ahead and take this first one, because why not? So we'll be hauling some tractors from Manchester over to Rotterdam. Alright, so here's our Volvo, a nice green Volvo. And we have looks like two tractors and a bunch of plows in the back. Alright, so let's get started and head towards Rotterdam. So I hope you guys are having a good time with this series. I'm really enjoying it. I look forward to bringing these episodes to you guys every day. I know in episode 1 I asked you guys if you had any mods or recommendations, and Pro Mods was brought up, and I was all for it. I think that's a fantastic idea. I started looking into it. I got the Pro Mods downloaded and installed initially, and it seemed like after about 2 or 3 minutes of driving, my game would crash. So I looked into it a little bit more, trying to figure out, why is this happening? And I wasn't able to really figure it out. So I checked the compatibility on the website. My game is compatible, so I have all the DLCs as required. And it seems like it didn't make a difference. It just kept crashing after, 2 minutes of driving. I even checked the order of the mods between the definition and the Pro Mods package, and that didn't seem to make a difference either. So I'm not 100% sure exactly why. So we're back in vanilla for now, just until I can either figure it out, or if somebody has some know-how and can put something down in the comments to let me know what exactly is going wrong, I'll look into it and see if I can get it to start working. In any case, like I said, I hope you guys are having a good day out there. It's extremely cold where I'm at, so we just got a whole bunch of snow. So it's nice to be sitting here in my nice warm house and getting to play these games for you guys today. Alright, looks like we're headed towards Sheffield and Newcastle, at least initially, and then making our way over to the port so we can make that cross over to the Netherlands. So, super exciting. Alright, no traffic. Alright, well, we don't want to head back to Manchester, so we're going to get over here in the middle lane. And we're coming up on our speed, setting the cruise control. Alright, there's a car over there, but he's kind of far behind, so shift over into his lane. So how many of you guys out there are from Europe or the UK or somewhere over there that's where we're driving in this game? Kind of interested to see what you guys bro, come on, man. I don't know why that car just ran into me. It's kind of, it's like those are yields. You're supposed to yield, not just blitz out into traffic. And then even after you see that there's a trailer there, just ram into them. That doesn't make any sense. Alright, looks like we got some rain. Let's try to remember what the windshield wiper button was. I thought it was R there for a second. That took me to the radio. That was kind of odd. Alright. Well, we got our windshield wipers on now. Looks like it's really raining, so we'll turn those up a little bit. And it looks like our speed limit picked up to 60. So we'll speed up a little bit here. Yeah, so our total trip is 344 miles, 13 hours and 41 minutes. But some of that is on a ferry, I think. So hopefully, you know, this will be the first time I've taken a ferry in this game. Usually what ends up happening is I start on mainland Europe and I kind of just stick there and don't really do too much when it comes to traveling back and forth between the UK and England. So this time around, you know, we decided to start in England, so I'm kind of interested to see how these ferries work, as it'll be a new experience for me. Alright, looks like we're taking this exit up here towards Newcastle. So I'll slow down a little bit so we're not going too crazy on the off ramp. Alright, onto the A1. Looks like there's quite a bit of traffic today on the A1. Let's go ahead and switch. Whoop! Gee, man, Christmas, that was close. Car just decided at the last second to switch right when we did. Yeah, so we're headed towards Grimsby. That's where we definitely want to go, but we're about to take this exit, so it would have been a bad idea to switch lanes anyways. Alright, come on, bus, let's go. It's like these vehicles like to slow down just out of the blue, and then, you know, it takes all your momentum away. Like, I get why you're slowing down, but like at the same time it's like, come on, man. Alright, so we're here towards Grimsby. I'll do it. Thank you. Alright. So yeah, once we get up here to Grimsby, like I said, I think we're taking a ferry over to Rotterdam, and then we'll make our delivery over there. I know that the The trips across the UK are always a good favorite of mine when in real life, and it doesn't look like ETS2 really lets you down either. The scenery here is rather beautiful. I really enjoy the scenery really in this game and in American Truck Simulator, but it's also nice to be able to see what it looks like in another country. All right, we turned our wipers off. Looks like it's basically stopped raining, maybe. Oh, that bus is getting... That's a bold move there, Cotton. Driving around the truck, going around a bend. But they passed him, so good on him. Thought for sure we were going to have an accident there. You have major headlines in Grimsby. Bus has a head-on collision with, passenger vehicle. Or you can just have a truck hits a sign on the side of the road outside of Grimsby. It's one thing I still have to get used to. I'm not used to driving on the left side of the road. So gauging my distance is rather difficult for me. Alright, let's see here. It looks like we are going to go under the bridge here and make a right turn. Headed towards Hull. It doesn't look like we have any traffic. Speed limit's up to 50, however it looks like we're basically going to turn off this road here pretty quickly. So there's probably not really much opportunity for us to get up to 50. Alright, so left turn here. Headed towards Hull. And there's a car. Ooh! Thought he was just going to keep going and run into me. Well, luckily he stopped, which is good. I know I probably should have had a little bit more essay on that car though, so just have to keep that in mind for next time. These entrance ramps are very narrow and short. All right, 273 or 272 miles now. Still got 12 hours and 4 minutes. But again, I think a lot of that's going to be spent on the ferry. I also wasn't expecting to make this trip over to mainland Europe so soon, but that's okay. We'll get plenty of experience from it. Maybe we'll put some points on long driving again. We'll see what comes of it. Jeez, I'm just wobbling all over the road. This truck doesn't seem to want to turn as much as I was hoping. But also would help if I would go the speed limit since we're going 5 over. I see all these cars flying by me and I'm thinking that, I'm the one who's going slow. Turns out they're the ones who are speeding. Alright, looks like we've got a turn coming up, so I'm just going to go ahead and get over here into the right lane. Actually, it's a roundabout, so Yeah, we'll stay in this lane for now, and then we'll change lanes as we get halfway through the roundabout. Oh boy, roundabouts. Fun, fun. So some of the roundabouts I've been in England have stoplights on them. It's interesting that they didn't make something like that for this game. And I like how they also put this giant sign right in the way so you can't really see. Oh, that dude's coming in. Sorry, dude. I should have just went. I was committed. Mobby. Alright, so we're turning out of here into this one. Turns out that wasn't 2 lanes like the other one was. That was almost a disaster. As you can tell, as I've said, you know, I'm an American driving in the UK. So the rules of the road for America are much different than the rules of the road for the UK, obviously. So I'm not by no means an expert at driving in Europe. So it's almost a learning experience for me at this point. But I'm sure we'll get there eventually. This game is obviously much different than American Truck Simulator, which, you know, I don't have a problem with. I really think it's quite a fun experience. It's just I wish that it wasn't too crazy to start out here. Alright, let's see. Here's the dock. So what do we got? So enter. So we are going over towards Rotterdam. So we have 2 choices here. We have going to Denmark, which that's not what we want, and going over here to Europort. So that is what we want. It's going to cost us 995 euros. However, because we're taking a quick job, it's all going to be taken by our employer. All right. So we are done here. So now we have to exit. And I'm assuming that means we just need to make a giant U-turn here in the parking lot. Thank goodness there's not a lot of cars, because that would have been quite the challenge. And out we go. Alright, sweet. So we are going straight, no traffic. And we're only 20 miles, 33 minutes away. So this was a much shorter trip than, and here I go, driving on the wrong side of the road again. A much shorter trip than I was expecting initially. I did know that we had to take the ferry, but I didn't know how much time that was actually going to eat up for us. Or maybe I was on the correct side of the road. Because we are now in mainland Europe. So now we are on the normal, more Americanized type driving. Alright. So, I don't know what 4X's mean. Obviously we're not going that direction. So we're headed towards Rotterdam. And it looks like my mirror is in the way to be able to see if there's traffic coming. But it doesn't look like the traffic's planning to stop anytime soon. And the traffic is just keeps going and going and going. I think I'm just gonna commit and go. Didn't even bother to look right at this point. Alright. Back on the road again. Only got 19 miles left to go to get to our first stop. Alright, there's our speed limit, so we'll go ahead and set the cruise control. see all the windmills over here in the Netherlands. I don't know if if that's what it actually looks like nowadays. I'm assuming it is because SCS gets modeled after, you know, important things for those regions. So I'm assuming that is an accurate representation. I do know that the obviously the Dutch are very famous for their windmills, but more of the classic type as opposed to you know, the type that you see, the electric windmills, I guess you can call them. All right, we need to slow down, slow down. All right, well, we discovered Rotterdam, so that's exciting. And we're going to be making our delivery here, just up here around the corner. So, rather exciting. All right, so over here in the turn lane, into Centrum. I also like how they have the arrows pointing like, hey, you dummy, this is the lane you need to be in. Kind of helpful, especially for us, you know, Americans, or even, I suppose, the people from the UK that come over on the ferry to try to figure out, you know, where it is they need to go. Alright, now come on. I get it that I'm supposed to yield, but, like, come on, bro. Seriously. This game's just like, oh, just throw all the traffic at him after he slows down to yield. Alright, making a right turn here. We got a green light, so green means go. And I think we're supposed to turn right in here. Alright, here's our first delivery to Rotterdam. Bringing you guys some nice new trucks. And there we go. Decoupling. Alright, so this was an excellent drive, arguably. We drove 141 miles, took us 14 hours 45 minutes. A lot of that was spent on the ferry over to the Netherlands, but that's alright. So it netted us 4,866 euros and 242 experience, so we're almost to level 2. Alright, so since we're here in Rotterdam, let's see what we can do for our next job. Alright, so we have quite a few. We could go back to Newcastle. I feel like that's almost like cheating, if you will, because it's literally just another quick short trip. So maybe we won't do that one. We could drive across Belgium into France, or we can go across the Netherlands into Düsseldorf, or Duisburg. Let's see what else we got. Basically back to Great Britain, or France. Let's just, yeah, so just across Belgium into France. I think we might as well just, if we're going to go to there, we might as well just take this one. Alright, so we'll take this load of backflow preventers from Rotterdam all the way over to Lille. Alright, so let's take a look. Looks like we have a closed trailer, so that's good. And we need to basically turn out that direction. Alright, and we're on the left side of the vehicle now. So this will be much more like American Truck Simulator, as opposed to the Great Britain Volvo that we drove. Alright. So this is 139 miles, about 3 hours and 40 minutes. Not too shabby for time or the distance. And it looks like, you know, compared to our realistic economy in American Truck Simulator, we were making quite a lot of money in a very short amount of time. So I'm not complaining at all about that. Alright, across the intersection here. It looks like... Come on. Gotta get used to that, because obviously when you own your own truck, you can keep your headlights on all the time, and then you don't have to worry about it. But when you're renting a truck to drive, not really a thing. So we lost a little bit of money there due to not using our headlights at dusk. But that's alright. So it looks like we might be able to pick up a recruiting agency, I'm assuming. Up ahead here. Or at least, nope, actually I take it back. I already turned my headlights on. Why are they not turning on? Alright, hold on just a second. Alright, let's see if our headlights are actually on. And they're not. There we go. Now they're on. Apparently you have to hit it multiple times to turn your headlights on. Alright, let's see. Got some traffic. Of course. Because you know the traffic doesn't show up until you stop in this game, apparently. And hopefully the traffic will yield. I've driven across the, in American Truck Simulator a few times where you just, the traffic doesn't care. They stop, you enter the intersection, and instead of just, you know, saying stop, they go. And then I've been T-boned in that game multiple times for whatever reason. And it's just like, come on, man. I understand that the AI has, you know, isn't the best, but it's also like, it's just common sense. Let's get over into the slow lane because we are not fast by any means. Alright. So still 132 miles to go, 3 hours 26 minutes. Looks like we got a stiff breeze coming off the ocean there. The scenery is it's quite beautiful. Look at that nice little giant lake, or inlet I should say. As we're headed south here towards France. I'm assuming those things in the sky are birds. I'm assuming that's what that is. Unfortunately, the graphics aren't the best. They're very old graphics, I guess, for this game. Even though I have everything turned up as high as it'll go, but it all depends on when the game was made. So it's been around for quite a while. So it's not the high quality, super high def graphics like you're expecting in most games nowadays. That's okay. It makes it enjoyable. Alright. Still got 108 miles to go, driving here on the E19. And about to enter Belgium. Or perhaps that we're exiting Belgium, entering France. I don't think that's what it is, but... Or no, that... See, don't know my flags. That was definitely the Dutch flag. So we're now in Belgium. Obviously the Dutch flag and the French flag use the same colors, they're just in a different order. And a different layout, obviously. Vertical versus horizontal. Alright, once let's get over into the slower lane. I do like the graphics and the scenery that this game puts out. It's rather beautiful. It looks like we can speed up a little bit if we want to. And we're about to discover Brussels, hopefully. Maybe. Maybe not. We just drove past it. Alright, well apparently it's like, doesn't want us to go towards Brussels. That's fine. So we'll get over here into the middle lane. Yeah, we'll stay on the E19. And get over here in the right lane because we're about to take this exit. Look like we have any traffic, amazingly. Alright, so speed up here. And let's get up to 37 so we can set the cruise control again. And enjoy this beautiful countryside in the country of Belgium. Quite a nice farm there off to the side. Only got about 50 miles left. An hour and 33 minutes left. Not going towards Brussels, so we'll keep going straight here. Farmer plowing his field there. Oh, need to slow down a little bit. Going a little bit fast. Oh, nice. They got a little hot air balloon there. It's kind of cool. Kind of interested in why it's like, so I'm driving, right? I'm driving the speed limit as set out by the game, right? So 37, and then that bus just like flew past me as if I'm like sitting still. it's like, okay, why? And now, for whatever reason, the truck just decided to speed up. I get we're going down hill here, but I had the cruise control set, so... Yep, 31 miles, 54 minutes. And here we go again. It's just gonna speed me up. Like, I understand that, you know, going downhill, obviously you're gonna increase in speed, but not that much. This thing's like, speeds me up 10 miles an hour going down even the most minuscule, you know, decline in elevation. Like, I can understand being up to like 42 miles an hour, maybe by the bottom of the hill. It's like the second you start going downhill, it's like, whoosh, shoots up to 42, super fast. Alright, and now we are crossing over into France. So that was quick. Quick little jaunt right across Belgium, and now we're in France. Probably should get over into the right lane here. So maybe it looks like, you know, the truck speed limit is capped out at, in this case, 56, and then the cars are able to drive 110. I'm assuming, obviously, that's all in kilometers per hour. Alright, are we supposed to take this exit? Maybe. Maybe. I'm thinking yes. So, let's get over there. Alright, set our cruise control. And we made it to our town that we're looking to get to. Alright, so we got a roundabout here. And we discovered Lille. Sweet. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. I'm by no stretch of the imagination at all good with pronouncing towns. Unless I've heard it before, like Calais, I'm not going to be able to pronounce it right out the gate. Is that bad on me? Yes, it is, absolutely. I wish I had more of a understanding of towns and geography, but unfortunately it is what it is. Just a dumb American saying dumb things. Oh, we discovered a Scania dealership, so that's exciting. Alright, so we're right here, basically right where we need to deliver, so we're literally minutes away. Alright, sweet. I always like it. It's turning yellow. Maybe we won't get a fine. Don't get a fine. Dang it. €100 fine because it changed to red, apparently. Alright, well, let's get in here, make this delivery. Almost, and bingo. Alright, so we made that trip relatively quickly. And I think honestly that'll be it for today. So 2 trips. We started off in Manchester, made it to Rotterdam, and then we ended up from Rotterdam to Lille. Alright, so total distance there was 139 miles, 3 hours 27 minutes, 110 liters of fuel, netting us €4,189 and 239 experience. And the good news is we leveled up to level 3, so let's see what we can put our stuff in. So if we go to long distance, this will allow us deliveries up to 341 miles. We get a plus 10% higher reward for delivery distances longer than 217 miles. So I think that sounds pretty good to me. Let's go over and check our mail. Alright, so we have 2 things here. We have special transports. So hello boss, I have something special for you. Thanks to our connections, we're now able to get a real challenge. Some special extra large and heavy cargoes need to be hauled by a true professional. It won't be easy, it'll require some skills, patience, and cooperation with escorting vehicles and extra care, but I guess you have it all, right? Also, bigger risk comes with a bigger profit. So these are all the locations where we can haul those heavy loads out of. The other thing that we got was drivers with own equipment needed from Pospid and also in Birmingham. So to whom it may concern, we're looking for skilled drivers with their own trucks and a large number of deliveries. We offer competitive rates up to 4,800 euros for a job. Please, if you have your own vehicle, inquire directly at our dock in Birmingham. So maybe we'll consider that once we get our own truck. Yep. So I think we'll go with long distance, and we will apply that. All right. So I thank you guys for hanging out. We've made quite a bit of money over the last 2 episodes. We're up to 17,000 euros. So it won't be too long until we have our own vehicle, and we'll be able to do our own both external contracts or our own cargo or freight jobs. All right, so I appreciate you guys hanging out. If you haven't liked or subscribed up to now, I appreciate you sticking around, and you might as well because you're obviously enjoying this content. All right, thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.